and another way I would say that is like, and my biggest advice for people this year is, or not this year, like these days I should have said, is figure out, become a specialist and be really good at that one kind of facet of, you know, in the Rivian example, like Roop, you know, not consciously, but he didn't even know that he was the best dude on the internet at tires on dirt, sounds, videos.
Yeah.
Like he has the biggest experience in recording that stuff. So literally that's how he got the job. And I got the job because Roop wanted me as the DP.
Wow.
And it's as simple as that. And it's basically like, yeah, become a specialist, not only in terms of like technical execution, like an example would be like, be the best dude at operating a handheld gimbal out of the side of a fucking car or whatever. That's that's an example of maybe being a technical specialist. Whereas me, for example, I've developed a skill set where my technical specialty is like long lens cinematography, heavy focus pulls, that kind of stuff, you know? And so become a specialist, and then just be careful in that what your specialty is you enjoy doing.
Yeah, ketchup's going to get old.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't, and maybe if you're just like, if you're not passionate about, making ketchup commercials, don't have ketchup stuff in your reel because
you want to move away.
Yeah.
Nice. Mix it up a bit. Yeah.
Well, I think it's interesting that because so many kids now are so like coming through, you just want that instant gratification of just landing that job and
like that at all, especially in the creative field, you know. And not only the creative field, like within the creative field, like you can't be expected to get hired to do what you want to do if you haven't like obviously proven you're really good at that, you know, because like advertising, and there's a lot of amazing DPs out there, a lot of amazing directors, a lot of, you know, it's a very, wouldn't say it's, you know, you could argue that it's like quite saturated in a lot of ways, you know what I mean? And that's all the more reason to become the best dude at tires on dirt, or the best dude at slow-mo focus pulls, or whatever the fuck you want to, you know what I mean? And so, just make the work that you want to make moving forward. And the goal is to hope that you attract clients, and not only clients, just an audience in general that like watching that work that you enjoy making.
I love this quote. It's just like about being undeniable. Just be undeniable at something. You don't just make it so that every filmmaker or DP or whatever needs that guy with the gimbal.
For sure. And that's how, and again, that's how Jeremy got the horse racing job. Is the agency saw, man, that guy is undeniably good at documenting a crazy event in the middle of nowhere in Utah. Like, you know, if he can do that, surely he can do it at a horse track in Ontario. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised at that because in a lot of ways, like I was surprised that we got that horse racing job. I literally asked Jer, like, did the other people we bid against, did they have horses in their reels? And he said, yeah, all of them did, and we still got the job. And I was like, damn, that's sick that we didn't even have horses in it and we still got it. Because again, if you don't have fucking mustard in your mustard commercial or your mustard pitch and all you got is mayo, they're gonna be like, fucking fuck mayo. That other agency down the street has the mayo contract. We hate mayo, bro. Shit's for kooks.
Do it.
And you never even know any of this stuff. So you just gotta be undeniable. You gotta be a specialist. And really at the end of the day too, like it's first and beyond all this shit that I've just said, it's if you are not a pleasant person to be around and you are not helpful to all other sectors of the production, you know, like if the locations person comes up to me with a camera in my hand and says something and I'm just a fucking asshole to work with, that locations person's going to be like, fuck this, we'll just get another DP. You know what I mean? It's like beyond technical ability or creative vision or anything like that, being a nice person to work with and really being a team player in the sense that we're really all, you know, even though I'm just looking after all the cameras and whatnot, we're really all here to make something that's greater of any one person, right?
Yeah.
And so being you can literally make some sort of mind-blowing work that none of us even know what that is yet, you know, like a heli going upside down and the gimbals on the, I don't even know what it is, but if you're really good at that and everybody knows it, you know, and you're not pleasant to be around, like, good fucking luck.
You're gone,
gone, dude. And so it's about humility, being pleasant to work with, and also too, one thing I've learned, and this has been a really recent learning, like, there's so much over the years where back in the day, like, the client would make a decision that I didn't agree about with, and so me and the crew were just talking shit on, oh, I can't believe they chose to do that, blah blah blah, that's so funny. Well, like, what the fuck do me and the crew know about selling car tires?
Yeah, nothing. It's true, yeah.
We're here to sell fucking car tires. And so us being like, that's such a dumb decision about fucking this and that, it's like, well, no, fuck you. We're not here for your vision. We're here for the client's vision. And if you have to learn that in the commercial space, because literally some of these jobs, like, if it's like a 30-second car spot and there's, say, 30 frames on the storyboards, and you bring up an idea to a client and agency that's not on those storyboards, they will literally look at you like, why are you wasting my time thinking that this is cool? Our roadmap is in front of us. 30 shots. And it's almost like, to the fact, even like if we, like, say we're to wrap early or something like that, and you were like, hey, there's a cool time lapse we can get right now, and you're trying to just show them that you're down to fucking work till the bitter end. It's almost to the case of some agency and client people will be like, what do you mean? Like, we're done. Why are you overachieving? It's like the, like, kid that, like, does all the extra credit in school or something almost. So it's really, and that's like the last couple of years, like, trying to do more and more commercial DP projects. It's been refreshing just to be like, I don't have to care what the creative is. Nor do I give a fuck what it is, dude. Because, again, it's not my project. I care what the creative is when I'm in control of the creative, like Death Grip. You know? And so as soon as you can learn, audit this project. Am I doing this project for a personal experience where I'm going to learn a lot and have fun with my friends? Or am I doing it for my bank account, X or Y? And then when you start to, and then you can kind of, like, take what you're doing the job for and then kind of work backwards into your approach.
But it's a scale, right? So you've got self-initiated projects on one side, and then you've got, like, full on, like, the Wiener Schnitzel commercial on the other.
Exactly, which is fully on. They're literally like, can you carry the camera for this project?
How do you work out where you're at in each one? Because surely it is a scale, right?
It's easy to work out where you're at in the commercials, because all I need to work out where I'm at is if we've made the day on what we've promised we're going to deliver to the client. That's, you know, is what we thought we were going to capture on all the cards actually on the cards at the end of the day? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I've done my job. And that's why I'm loving doing commercial stuff. Is Death Grip stuff is like, or whether it's whatever it is, that's like all consuming. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. And even when I try to not think about it, it's like, whatever, I'll be driving and a song will come on. I'm like, oh, that'd be sick for the Friend Dog Madeira segment. Boom. And so you can't even escape it. And on one hand, that's really cool. And on the other hand, it's not when you want to escape it.
Yeah.
And the commercial stuff is like the opposite of that. You know, it's literally like, we're showing up to make a mustard commercial and we need 29 shots to make the mustard commercial. And all I care about on the day is like getting those 29 shots, what they call making the day.
Making the day.
Which is basically you've gotten what you promised to the production and the greater client and agency, what you're going to get that day, you know? And a lot of too, like when we're like, say on that, like the Tiger Woods monster piece, did you see that? Yeah. And so that one was like, we have 3 hours with our talent, which I was honestly blown away. We had that much time with Tiger fucking Woods. I thought it was gonna be like an hour, because I've done some of these shoots where it's literally like you have like an hour with a boxer and all the lights are already set up and they just come in and boom, you're done quick. But it's all like in order to make the day, like say on that Tiger one, and keep in mind that one's like, holy fuck, we're working with Tiger Woods. Like we're gonna, not that we don't always do this, but more so ever before, put in like everything we can to get the most out of that. But it's literally like a day before, working with an AD, which is assistant director, and their role on a film set is to essentially they just look at the time. 10 a.m. we need to be at hole 18, and then Clay, Cam, and Roop are going to have 12 minutes with Tiger, and it takes 4 minutes to get to hole 17. And so, holy fuck, it's 4:15 or 10:15. We haven't, and they'll like cut us off because we won't make the day if we're like, no, I can get the focus pull better, I can do this better. It's not like and so once you realize that like so much of a commercial production is totally out of your hands, like I really enjoy it, because you got to think, me in doing all this, like my history with doing all this shit is everything's in my hands, right? From making the pitch deck to fucking calling Brennan Ollie to having them pick me up at the airport to this, that, boom, boom, boom. And so now the commercial stuff is like, it almost like in a way feels like cheating. Like, whoa, dude, I can just show up and for 8 hours, just
boom, invoice at the end, see you later.
Exactly.
Peace out.
And so it's like, I love doing that, and I love doing like a Death Grip style project where it's like a couple years with like my really close friends, and they both, and the interesting thing too is they both really complement each other, and even like some of the commercial, like on some of that Honda shit that I did, the creative director at the agency, like he was like a Death Grip fan. You know what I mean? And so we didn't get that job because I made Death Grip, but it certainly doesn't hurt that the creative director is like, oh yeah, we're getting the dude that made that sick mountain bike movie I saw, whatever. And then on the other side of that, what I learn from these commercials in how to work with people and how to time manage and how to this, that, and the other, then I can really take that stuff to the more passion projects that I do, like Death Grip. And so they really do, like, you learn from both. And the interesting thing is, like, people so often think that like there's a right and a wrong way to be a filmmaker. And it's really about looking at what's the job that we're doing, where's the location, how easy is access, who are the athletes working with, are they down to work with us, or are they just like they're only doing this because they have to type thing. And then auditing the job on the day, and then structuring how you approach that based on what it is, you know. And so often people think like, this is the way to do it and this is the way, and it's like, well, maybe that worked for this project, but that's like signing yourself up for ultimate failure on this project, you know. And so that's it's whether you're working for an athlete or direct to a brand or with an agency or whatever, it's all about filmmaking and content creation, whatever you want to call it. It's all about, and whether the subject is Brendog or Tiger Woods, it's all about respecting the talent's time.
Did you enjoy this clip? If so, please like and subscribe. The full episode is available by hitting one of the links on the screen right now, or type The Ride Companion into your favourite podcast app. We've even put links in the show description for you. Cheers!